I sent you 50.
For 10,000 years, the Emperor's Inquisition have fought a secret war to defend humanity. We keep vigil in the darkness. We hunt among the shadows. We pass judgment on the mutant, the traitor, and the heretic. We purge the world of the taint lurking among the stars. We are inquisitors. We shall fear nothing.
Inquisitor, the Argus are detecting significant hostile forces on this level. Are you absolutely sure you want to go in alone?
This is the most optimal decision. Based on the facts I have gathered on the Alpha Pariah so far, she would be a valuable asset to the Imperium.
Uh-oh.
I have noticed a sudden swarm of cherubim. What is happening, Margos?
By restoring the power grid, you have activated the local cherub shrine.
Are these cherubim performing surveillance on this level?
This is their standard behavior pattern after an extended hibernation cycle. If I may give you some advice, you can access the information gathered at the cherubim shrine.
Yes. Surveillance data is the prerequisite to tactical planning.
ice cream for me. Yep, they won't let me in there.
You have reached the main cherub mainframe, Inquisitor.
Accessing the cherub capability vault is the next logical. Teleport beacon in range.
The Harbinger's fate resonates in the future. We're at the crossroads, where oblivion looms close.
The one who sees his own doom can better avoid its path.
Spare me. She is dangerous. If we choose poorly, not even the Whispering God can save us.
She is magnificent, isn't she? Like the death of a son.
Her sheer existence fills me with revulsion. But still, she's just a monkey, and a weapon waiting to be used.
Quite the contrary. She has finally taken the stage. Everything will unfold from here.
Then we should play our parts too. Warriors, proceed! The Harbinger's fate resonates.
Analysis. The Alpha subject has been manifesting powers currently unlisted in the classified Psyker Index.
What a tantalizing glimpse into the true potential of the Tiberius research. I must secure her immediately. Activation subs initialized.
This is Inquisitor Kraybart speaking on behalf of the Order Hereticus of the Holy Inquisition. We have received your code red astropathic transmission, and our fleet is calculating arrival vector as we speak. Prepare to join our forces shortly.
Reinforcements are almost there. Why don't you just wait for them?
The Alpha Pariah has no control over her abilities, and she will react to danger fiercely. And the Order Hereticus are not famous for their patience. Are you trying to flee the mayhem of your own doing?
I am nothing but an observer of the unfolding tragedy.
Stop speaking in riddles. What tragedy?
The Harbinger was brought into existence for a reason. She is either the fall or the
Tell you
last
what, day
hope
today
of the
was fucking
misguided
interesting.
kind.
Is she now? Tell me everything about the Alpha Pariah, or I will kill you.
You have no sense of timing, human. We will meet again at a more suitable place and time.
What in the name of the Emperor was that creature?
A Harlequin. A member of an extremely militant and highly cultured subgroup within the Eldari race that doesn't belong to any faction.
So I tried to go to work today, and I got into a car wreck. There's an old couple was pulling out of the driveway, not paying attention, and they backed right out into the road, and I ran right into them. And fucked up my wheel. The damage looks superficial, but the repair place apparently isn't going to be able to get to it till second week in July. Well, that time, you know, the cop came and all that stuff. When I went to go rent a car, I found out my license was expired since like March, April. So I got surprised when I went to go rent a car that my license was expired. So now we got a rental car with my mom's thing, and I'm supposed to try to get there tomorrow to get my license renewed. Hopefully I don't need an appointment. So it probably won't be a stream early tomorrow. Not my usual time, it'll probably be a lot later.
The persistence of your kind, Monkey, almost makes you interesting.
I will not rest until I have secured the Imperial subject.
Monkey.
Why? She is unnatural. She is everything we both consider repugnant.
That is totally irrelevant to the situation.
Still, you don't need to be concerned about her. We will need her alive.
Uh-oh. Ah!
Another memory crystal. It might contain new clues.
New clue. I have identified one of the leaders. Eldari attacks certain Fireseer Menrith, motivated by the frustration about their exterminated planet. Didn't they fuck up their own planet? There's a damsel in distress. I forgot how to get that red circle.
Stay away from me. Did you see what I did to those... Elder?
Yes. I have the picked records of the entire encounter for further analysis.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I am an inquisitor of the Holy Orders. I have been investigating the mysteries of Uther Tiberius. I'm here to take you to safety.
Uther Tiberius. What should I even call that man? My creator? My father? My nemesis?
I have insufficient information to answer your question at this time.
And what if I want to stay here? Will you kill me then?
Do you harbor any curiosity about your origins? Wouldn't you like to gain more information on your potential?
That's all I've ever wanted. But you didn't answer my question.
It was a foolish question. I can provide protection and a relatively comfortable existence for you. Rejecting my offer would be illogical.
I'll go with you. I don't feel I have any choice, anyway.
Well, yeah, it's $25 a day for the rental car. It's a lot bigger than what I had. Ford Explorer, one of like the newer ones.
Inquisitor Crabart, you may be relieved to know that I have completed my mission without your assistance.
We expected no less of you. However, I demand that you cease your involvement in this matter and place the martyr and that Alpha Pariah into Ordo Hereticus custody.
I am a seeker of knowledge myself, and I shall be involved in the ongoing investigation.
Other Tiberius was a heretic. The martyr has clearly been a hotbed of heretical activity. This is Ordo Hereticus jurisdiction, and we will purge every last hole of that accursed ship.
The decks are swarming with demons. Are you prepared to start a jurisdictional dispute?
Well, Luciana's supposed nephew named Damon.
Inquisitor.
Oh, it's spelled like Damon? It's Damien.
Compromise. I can give up the investigation on the martyr, but the Alpha subject is the most intriguing asset for the Imperium we've had. I must study her abilities.
I usually don't compromise, but considering your stellar achievements in the fight against heresy, I am willing to make an exception.
I sense a but coming.
But we might need your help as well. A sudden outbreak of potentially chaos-related infestation on Cascadia Prime requires attention. We need our forces on the Martyr. If you are willing to investigate the infestation, you can take the Alpha subject with you. The Martyr cannot leave this system, though.
I can accept that compromise.
Where'd all this shit come from? Trying to go with everything like construct related. Almost done. Oh, that's right, I gotta...
Inquisitor, you promised me answers. Then you put me in another prison cell.
You are free to wander the vessel.
Right, so I'm allowed to leave this ship, where everyone is horrified or disgusted by me, for reasons I don't even understand.
You are the subject of a highly classified inquisitorial investigation, and you must be kept under constant surveillance.
So a prisoner. What have I done to deserve such fate?
You have done nothing wrong, yet. However, Tiberius abandoned you before you could perfect and expand your talents. Therefore, you pose a potential threat.
I don't know anything about that. I just have this energy inside me, squeezing, stretching, sometimes snapping, and then bad things happen. Like when the martyr arrived at that fort.
What happened?
I was in a haze. I remember that the talking flesh servants on the walls were screaming at me to hide, but I couldn't. And those elder came for me. Then I woke up properly and made them hurt.
We will study your abilities properly. I will make sure that you only use them when it is necessary.
How does PvP work? That's what I want to know.
Inquisitor, I have completed the preliminary tests on the samples from the Cascada Prime. The results are fascinating.
Fascinating is an unscientific term. I need specifics.
I will need more samples. The plague is clearly of warp origin, most probably caused by an as yet unrecorded pathogen.
The infection is spreading like wildfire through the hive. The Legion scum and the treacherous cultists have already begun exploiting the situation, leading an open rebellion.
According to Vox reports, the local enforcers have been overwhelmed, but there is an operational Astra Militarum outpost in the vicinity.
Affirmative. I will take over the guard.
Apologies for ruining the moment of victory, but the sensors show large forces headed towards you.
Is the local Vox station still operational?
According to the readings, it is.
Captain Logren of the 12th Cascadian Regiment reporting for duty.
At ease, Captain. I need an update on the situation in the Hive.
It is really bad, Inquisitor. The upper hive has been overrun by these insane freaks. We have entire zones, dead and silent, that have entirely succumbed to this unholy plague.
Gather your forces, Captain, and assist me. The Emperor will guide us through these tribulations, Captain.
Die, maggots, die! Ready to fight!
Margos, I need your opinion on those unholy outbreaks.
The growths on the cadavers look post-mortem, probably organic viral transmitters. My theory is that the pustules are emitting gaseous pathogens to hasten up the spreading of the plague.
Secured the first key location. A small victory, but a victory nonetheless. That's exactly what our soldiers need in this situation.
Another technological marvel. I see. That's the second location secured. Cut through the mutant rabble Inquisitor. Cleanse the taint of chaos from this hive.
The plague is indeed the result of an artificially created mutagenic pathogen of Nurgle.
Only a very powerful entity of chaos is capable of creating something like that.
The analysis of the patterns verified my theory. The outbreak originated from a specific location in this lower hive.
Send me the coordinates. First, we need to purge the city. Otherwise, this hive is doomed.
your command.
The afflicted section has been cleared. I will return to the ship before heading into the bowels of the city.
May I remind you that as long as the pathogen remains virulent in the host population, your achievement will be temporary.
When I burn out the source of this blasphemous plague, if this your medica can deal with this virus, blessed are the ones who perish in the circle this wretch was more than a simple blood. You might have something that could tell me more about this. The entity that orchestrated this outbreak might still be on this earth.
Perhaps you should evaluate the option to capture it alive, Inquisitor.
Always on the hunt for hidden knowledge. Right, Marcos?
For the Emperor!
Where are those dudes are running to? Oh. Not exactly sure what the fuck suppression is.
I've analyzed your log several times, and I'm certain that the Alpha Pariah has the unique ability to completely destroy daemons, instead of simple banishment. Still, We have no idea how that works.
True. The data we have on her abilities is scarce, and her previous encounter with a greater demon on the Martyr could be an anomaly.
That is why I want her to join me on the chaos-infested world during my mission. Her powers could purge the infestation.
You are experimenting with a live subject, Inquisitor. An idea worthy of a tech priest.
A perplexing reaction. I was an adept of the cult Mechanicus. Their methods are also applicable to Ordo investigations.
I will prepare the Alpha subject and have the teleportarium ready when you call for her.
Teleportarium.
The time has come for you to join me on a priority mission. It is time to test your abilities and determination.
Before I say anything, what am I supposed to do?
We will enter a hive in the thralls of a chaos infestation. I want you to employ your powers to put an end to that foul contamination.
No! Absolutely not! I lived through that nightmare countless times. Walls thick with muck, shambling shadows on the corridors, the growling of those creatures. No!
Your fear of chaos is understandable, but you are far from defenseless. And this was not a request, by the way.
Are you willing to kill me if I disobey? Or am I too valuable for that?
I would do anything in my power to save the Imperium from destruction. Would you?
I would. But you must know that I'm truly terrified. What if I lose control over my powers?
You will not. That is why we need to test your abilities out there.
You are right. I think. Yes, I will accompany you.
You don't have a choice.
You are approaching the site where the plague originated. Beware, the sensors are indicating increasing warp activity in the area.
I interpret this as a confirmation. My priority target must have learned of my arrival. In any case, it is the perfect opportunity to test the Alpha Pariah's unique abilities.
Open sesame.
I don't even know what I should do.
Just do whatever you have already done several times when you tried to protect yourself.
Oh, they leap now. You see that? That's pretty cool. Like the jumping spiders.
Initiating energy challenge. Regarding your uncertainties, I wonder why the Tiberius haven't trained you properly.
Luther was a genius, but also a terrible mentor.
If it helps, I'm inclined to avoid his mistakes.
It helps a little, yes.
Next time I should act fast.
I wonder what this does when I switch it over like that.
Afraid of me.
Are you threatening me?
I'm just pointing out the fact that I have no control over my abilities. That's all.
I don't think that's supposed to be used like that, but we're gonna go with it. That's a big boy.
It is time. Unleash your powers on the Horde.
Are you sure you want me to do this?
This is your primary function. Should you fail to comply, you will probably die.
It is too much. I don't know if I can control it. Yes, I can do this. Perish!
Initial test phase completed. Subject's potential is remarkable. Control remains unstable. Tech Priest, I need her back on the ship now.
Experiencing recurring calibration problems. Warp anomalies combined with the subject's distortion field are hindering return teleportation.
This location is extremely unsafe for her.
Correct. Sensors indicate large hostile forces inbound.
I'm ordering the assistance of the Astarte Sergeant. You can revert the teleporterium sequence, I presume.
It was wise of you to call me. No one will withstand my righteous fury.
Try to keep your head clear, and focus on the protection of the Alpha Choir. Their survival is paramount.
Rest assured, not a single abomination will live long enough to get to you.
Evacuated the Alpha Choir yet.
Calibrating teleporterium sequences. Chance of failure calculated unacceptable. Suggestion: nullify the source of Imperium fluctuations.
That was hardly a revelation. Find a solution. She is an Imperial citizen, Thor, and a very important one to that.
She is also a pariah. And I just can't help feeling instant deep revulsion when I'm around them. Not to mention her unnatural powers.
She can destroy demons, Thor. The galaxy is burning. Those powers are the most valuable assets we have ever had against the duelist powers.
Calibration complete. Estimated chances of successful teleportation are currently at 95%.
Run me the worst-case scenario for the Astartes and the Alpha Prior.
Their physical bodies will disintegrate. Regarding the spiritual component, you can access reference material flagged as unconfirmed.
I find the chances of optimal. Excellent.
Do you see how fragile your master's so-called Imperium is? How imperfect you all are? This insight is a gift from our benefactor.
Who would that be? Another pitiful traitor yearning for vengeance on his former kind?
Alas, I cannot share his name with you, but rest assured, his genius will turn the Karagari sector into the most beautiful garden of Nurgle.
Not on my watch. I will burn out this rot with the sacred fire of the Emperor.
Such fervor! A true pity that I must kill you so abruptly. Why not? Your flesh will spawn wonderful gifts for the Grandfather.
This is most disturbing. The entire epidemic was a ploy to lure inquisitors here.
Activation songs initialized. Defense mechanism activated.
By the Emperor, the primogenitor.
Inquisitor, I've been expecting you. I am truly disappointed, though, that you came alone.
I know. I've been well aware of your plan for a while now.
I've been hunting your kind for a long time. But I never dared to hope that the Dark Gods would send me the one who has the Alpha Pariah. Tell me, where is she now?
I will obviously not divulge any information to you, traitor.
The Anathema Ultima, the Alpha subject. Call her whatever you want, but she is mine! I have been trying to reclaim my precious experiment since that perfidious Tiberius cheated her out of my hands.
You might begin to see a pattern here.
Oh no, I will take you alive, Inquisitor. We will experiment, you and I, to see where the threshold of suffering lies for you. Then you will be ready to denounce your master and beg for my forgiveness.
Upon this world. Judgment will finally find you.
Another Inquisitor? This plan seems to be working splendidly, if I do say so myself.
For your innumerable crimes, your sentence is death. Delivered here and now.
You are wasting the dwindling resources of your pathetic Imperium. I am one of many. Even if you succeeded, you would accomplish nothing. But you won't.
Lies upon lies. The judgment of the Emperor is upon you, heretic.
Inquisitor, next time I expect you to bring what belongs to me. Until then...
He ran like a bitch.
Set me up, Inquisitor. What's worse, you have risked an extremely important Imperial asset. I should bring this to the Conclave.
Spare me the indignation. My order knew that Fabius Bile is here in the Caligari sector, and we have been hunting for that traitor for a very long time.
And from your perspective, the demise of Bile is the ultimate priority.
Obviously. Appreciate the irony, Inquisitor. Bile set a trap for us that we used to entrap Bile.
I disagree with your priorities, but I must approve the logic behind your reasoning, even if Bile has escaped this time.
Inquisitor, we have a breach on the lower levels. The Dark Elder have returned.
Those marauders desperately want the Alpha Pariah.
Since their last attempt, the Tech Priest has stationed a host of combat servitors on the decks. The Automator will slow them down, but only temporarily.
I'm on my way. I will take Thorn with me.
I'm beginning to appreciate the persistence of these Dark Elder. They give me ample opportunity to strike fear into their rotten hearts.
The Drukhari breach Section 37, so they will have to cut through here on their way to the vaults.
Well, they can try. There is a maintenance hole ahead. We could take up defensive positions there.
We are in position. As an Astartes, you might be able to offer some useful tactical insight into the situation.
We really shouldn't overcomplicate these matters. I will heap the corpses high as a tribute to the Emperor.
Looks like your wish will be granted. We should expect several waves of hostiles. Chance to study these abominations as they self-repeat with us. They are insane flesh sculptors and depraved torturers. These first found.
That breaks through the doors.
You still need to prove yourself to your master, yes.
Krasnostrat is the most dreadful marauder in these systems, but he is not our master. He is a generous patron.
We are done with the rebel. But where is the leader? I want to tear that cowardly worm apart.
The dreadful marauder didn't want to get his hands dirty.
Ah, what else would you expect from a Drukhari?
Inquisitor, bioscans are complete. The remaining Xenos invaders have been located.
Very well. They deserve a proper lesson for their arrogance.
No pity, Inquisitor. The Xenos taint must be purified from this ship. Now, they will learn their lesson. Look at these sadistic wretches. They are a blight upon this galaxy. A diminishing blight.
Oh, the machine got something.
regrettable loss.
Apparently poison stacks, which is nice.
My sacred duty is to eradicate these Drukhari torturers from this sector.
Your sacred duty is to obey my commands, but I appreciate your passion. You should have fled again when I killed your precious torturers.
You weren't that precious.
Prepare for your judgment.
How did they know about the Alpha Pariah?
It is indeed a most pressing question. We cannot leave her unguarded. The Drukhari have proven that they are the masters of the ambush, and they can strike with their cloaked vessels from the webway. From now on, you are on constant guard duty, Sergeant.
Understood, Inquisitor. Although I still believe you could benefit more from my presence on the field of battle.
As per your request, I have executed thorough analytical sermons, focusing on the Alpha subject's mental stability.
Give me a brief update.
The Alpha subject seems to bear the traces of deep mental conditioning, most probably conducted during her early sessions with Uther Tiberius.
Does that affect her abilities?
Probably not. Her will is adamant, but it might result in erratic behavior, which is quite a risk with her capabilities.
Inquisitor, there is an astropathic message for you from an agent of the Ordo Xenos. The embedded emotional markings indicate that it is urgent.
Inquisitor. I am Inquisitor Theodon Mercer of the Ordo Xenos, currently stationed on Heliodor 4, vigorously protecting the Inquisitorial archives, with special regard to the sensitive materials stored in the vaults. I will cut to the chase. I urgently need your help. You are probably wondering why I have contacted you, and rightly so. The facility where I'm holed up is under the attack by the Tuathal Aldari. If I am not mistaken, you have already made their acquaintance. They are looking for classified Ordos material on... how shall I put it? On the unique presence you have on your ship. I hope I have your interest now. Help me out and I can promise you the answers you seek. I also have Amasek and cigars. The Emperor protects.
How can this Inquisitor know about the Alpha Pariah?
I have no idea. He left me no choice, though. I must find this Mercer and talk to him.
See how this goes.
Captain, this world is fighting off an Eldar invasion. The epicenter of this incursion is the Holy Archives of the Inquisition. Inquisitor Mercer as the appointed guardian must be.
Something is causing severe interference in the target zone. We are trying, but the Arbors are not functioning.
Distorting the communications and modules. The Eldari must be behind the interference.
Imperial reconnaissance forces located. Potentially useful assets, but their current situation is terminal. Immediate action required. Reconnaissance force relieved. Send basic, follow and protect order to the survivors.
At your command. For the Emperor!
Yeah, that's right. Did that healing start for him now? That's pretty cool. Something's over here.
Take it like a man, Guardsman. Die! Take it like a man, Guardsman.
That teleport right next to me.
At your command.
Electro-anomalies are emanating from an unidentified piece of Xenos technology, located in the wave surface.
That must be the source of the interference.
Inquisitor, how nice of you to join me in this scuffle.
You have a knack for sending intriguing emergency messages. Why did the Eldar attack an inquisitorial archive?
The Eldari seem to be displaying great interest in certain documents.
The Eldar brought an entire army just for some records.
Well, you can't really blame them for a few theatrics. Feel free to blame them for anything else, though.
Or are they trying to find some highly classified material?
Look, you have my full cooperation, but how about helping me out first? I've never been one for grand heroics, but soon I'll be out of...
Tell me, How does an Ordo Xenos agent end up guarding the archives on a backwater world?
I'm supervising the rituals of preservation for classified data.
So, you have been reprimanded. Why?
If I recall Lord Maldor's exact words, for being a reckless idiot who needs to learn them.
The Eldari are using their webway gate to move in their forces.
My professional advice would be to blow it to cinders, but it's your call, obviously.
Your advice is redundant. Logical solution is clearly the destruction of the gate.
My apologies, Inquisitor. Sarcasm is my curse and blessing.
Webway gate has been destroyed.
Oh, marvelous. No reinforcements for a while, then.
Sometimes it just opens all over.
Guardsman!
I have located and secured the entrance to the archives.
Feel free to visit me in my humble abode, then.
I will join you shortly, Inquisitor Mercer.
By all means. I don't want to force your hand, but my soldiers were overrun and the Eldari are closing in on the data vaults. I'll try my best to slow down this deranged Farseer, but some help would be appreciated.
At your command. Now you're trained,
Inquisitor, you have a message from the Caligari Conclave.
I am Inquisitor Helena Goslar, and I have an assignment for you. I am aware that you are conducting a highly classified investigation for the Conclave at the moment, although I must admit I don't know any further details. To my utter amazement, my clearance was deemed insufficient to access your records. In other words, I can't command you to abandon your main investigation, but the Conclave would appreciate if you could take another case as well. Travel to the hive world of Atheon Prime and look into the case of the mass disappearances that has baffled the Adeptus Arbitis. In case you are wondering why you are tasked with such a trivial issue, I want you to watch a highly confidential picked recording. It was made by an infiltrator of the Inquisition, and as you will see, it proves the existence of some unholy machinations on Atheon Prime. I must also add that this recording was made 30 standard years ago. I hope I have your interest now, Inquisitor. The Emperor protects.
I'm afraid I'm fresh out of Amasek and cigars. But I have a new Aldari contingent moving in for all your entertainment needs.
These Eldar seem really persistent. It is time to combine our forces.
My thoughts exactly.
Tell me more about these Eldar invaders.
They've arrived with a fairly substantial force, I'm afraid. Their Farseer will resort to his favorite tactics and use Wraith constructs to get to the data vault.
You sound like you know him very well.
Actually, we go way back. And in case you wondered, yes, his heartwarming visit is related to that unique person on your ship.
That is all classified. You should have informed me about the Farseer's information.
Have you ever tried making conversation with a Farseer? It's like interpreting a fever dream. I didn't even realize what his words meant at the time.
In it just for a second, I hear us fucking banging. Like, holy shit.
Considering my history with the Conclave, I wouldn't want to have to explain the destruction of the data vault to them.
I'm still baffled as to why the Eldar dedicated such efforts to invading this place.
They must think that they'll find something here they can use to save their craft world. You must not forget that the Aldari are a dying race, clinging to every shred of hope.
You are demonstrating almost alarming levels of empathy.
With a stiff drink right now.
You seem quite flamboyant for an agent of the Holy Orders.
What can I say? I have spent decades in disguise as the rogue trader captain of the good ship Stormskip. And certain things will rub off.
What exactly? Navigational skills?
I'm quite proud of my meticulous paperwork. And I can always find a great inn in any void port.
Inquisitor, I wish to report for duty. We must defend the sacred archives from the Xenos scum.
Your primary objective hasn't changed, Sergeant. You must protect the Alpha Prime.
With all due respect, Inquisitor, I feel that we are wasting my potential here. But I will obey.
But I will obey.
So this is their target. This data vault stores classified inquisitorial records. Judging by the classification entries, the dossier on the Martyr investigation could also be here.
The Elder must have been trying to locate the Martyr.
I'd rather put it differently. They have been definitely after the Alpha Pariah.
Valid theory. Translator capable of cleansing an infested craft world.
Absolutely. Therefore, they will not retreat until their Farseer is dead.
Inquisitor Mercer, fate has brought us together again.
I wish we had met under different circumstances.
This is the path we must walk, and it ends here for one of us. Before I become part of the Infinity Circuit, you must know something.
Wait. I'm initiating tape recording.
We never wanted to harm that unique individual. We only wanted to take her to our craft world.
You wanted to cleanse your dying world?
That is our only purpose.
And why did you need these Imperial archives?
I have no interest in your petty secrets, but I saw that you would come. You, the key to the Anathema Ultima. The Harlequin warned us not to take this path, but we didn't have any choice.
What can you tell me about the Harlequin?
She cannot be trusted. She has her own agenda. She walks the seventh path. Our fate is linked to the Whispering One.
Ooh.
I've answered your plea and launched a rescue operation to save you. You still owe me some answers about the Alpha Pariah.
I'll be completely honest with you. I can't answer your questions. Wait! Don't do anything impulsive. I know someone who can help you.
And who would that be?
A Harlequin. You'll be pleased to hear that you have already met her.
You are playing a dangerous game here, Inquisitor.
This is not a game, and we both know the Harlequins hold the key to many secrets. I'm talking about the fabled Black Library, of course. The source of all ancient and forbidden knowledge.
The existence of the library is known only to a few Eldar, and even fewer are allowed to enter.
The Harlequins are the exception. See? It was worth hearing me out.
I don't like the way you set me up, Inquisitor, but I need answers. Do you happen to know where I can find this Harlequin?
As a matter of fact, I do. On the planet Loriarch.
The exterminated maiden world of Craftworld to Athal.
One of the few truly charming corners of the subsector.
I can only imagine. That is my next destination, then.
Ooh, Kata from Vanguard. Oh, okay, there we go. There's the one I was talking about. I can. Oh, that one was just good. Only Monday? That's fucking, whatever the net.
Careful down there, Inquisitor. The world is crawling with Tyranids.
My main concern is not those Xenos, but another one in particular. Are you certain that the Harlequin will be here?
I am, as much as one can be, certain about Harlequins. But I know her, and I'm confident you'll meet her.
It is surprisingly quiet at the moment.
The Tyranids are hibernating, but trust me, your arrival will stir them up mightily.
A precise and surgical strike is what I need now. Send me the coordinates of the Harlequin.
There are 3 webway gates in the area. The Harlequin could be near any of them.
I'm still perplexed by the ferociousness of the Tyranids without the hired fleet.
It is indeed remarkable. The Xenos recognize the futility of a full-scale invasion and use the available biomass to infect as many planets as they could. Not entirely. After the Tyranids had scattered their forces, isolated diaspores were able to survive eradication. Mostly on the more backwater planets. How's that saying go about plans extending beyond contact with the enemy?
Inquisitor Mercer, Do you have any idea what the Harlequin is trying to achieve on an infested planet?
First of all, it used to be their world. I'd say the Eldar regard it as their world still. Harlequins are attracted to the sites of great tragedies.
What is so unique about this planet?
This used to be an Eldari maiden world, at a hub in the webway. Numerous gates are still intact.
So she can dance between the webway and real space. Perfect hideout for a Harlequin. Now I'm beginning to see why the threat of the isolated Tyranid diasporas led the Adeptus Mechanicus to order exterminators.
Yes, that was the sad fate of this maiden world.
The current situation proves that even an exterminators might not be enough.
What is more disturbing is that this proves that this particular hive mind acted like a highly intelligent being and used cold logic.
We must talk, Harlequin. Seriously this time. I fought my way here.
No, human. You have barely started fighting. The true battle only begins now.
My tolerance for your riddles has not increased greatly since last time.
Still, you are exactly where you need to be. Not far from here, upon the plains of despair, where the towers no longer sing laments, lies the ruin of the Shrine of the Prophecy.
I've warned you about talking in riddles, haven't I?
Your kind call it the Viscerum Prophecy. That is where the corrupted wanderer, the one you call Uther Tiberius, followed the same visionary words.
Tell me about the shrine.
Why? You would not understand it. The shrine holds great power, which is why the Devourers are drawn to it. I will lead you there once the path is clear.
And if I refuse to play my part in your wicked theatrics?
Then the Nexus will open, and its purple gaze will fall upon your falling empire, Inquisitor.
You sound just as insane as I thought. However, I have an idea about that swarm.
I will join you in the endless dance of death after you have walked through fire and flames.
I have good news. The Freeblade Knight is awaiting deployment against the Tyranids, and Sir Ambrose Caradoc is currently reciting the prayers of sacred recalibration in the hangar.
That zone is the epicenter of the infestation. He needs to be prepared.
Another heroic quest to cull the enemies of mankind. Glory to the Emperor!
I admire your sense of dedication, but focus on your mission. The threat you are about to face is immense.
What else would a solitary knight seek, if not a relentless battle? And a victory against all the odds!
The zone of your current engagement is swarming with Tyranids. I must also warn you about the venomous clouds obstructing large areas.
Trust me and the Crimson Wanderer, my brother in battle.
I am not your battle brother, sir, but I wish you a good fight. You must clear the entire area so the Inquisitor can proceed to the target location.
I know your retinue well, Inquisitor, but I haven't had the pleasure of fighting for you. Yet. But the Crimson Wanderer, this magnificent relic of our glorious past, is now on its way to strike down the unclean and the corrupted.
That the vaporous discharge you have entered is of an extremely corrosive nature.
A mere whiff of foul Xenos stench cannot harm my glorious war machine.
Quite the contrary. The acidic fog can significantly damage the plating of your knight.
Blast! Full speed ahead! You were wondering about my past, Inquisitor. It is shrouded in secrecy. I forsook my house by the Emperor. Will this unholy tide ever subside? The Wanderer is wading knee-deep in their corpses, and still they fight.
I feel your frustration, pilot. I have fought the Tyranids only once. Rest assured, of all the filth in the galaxy, I hated those abominations the most fiercely.
I live for the clangor of battle. I am a solitary wanderer, Inquisitor, drawn to the darkest pits of hell by the flames of war and the cries of the innocent. I am glad to assist the Holy Ordos, and that is exactly how I met the Inquisitor who formerly led the noble company on your ship for a while. Squire skulls are reporting new activity. The massacre has drawn out the synapse creature as expected.
My experience in Xenos matters is limited to fighting them, Inquisitor. Is this development good or bad?
It is quite subjective, I'm afraid. You will be facing a truly monstrous creature. However, it also possesses a psychic power that unites the Tyranids of his swarm. So killing it makes them lose control.
But that is great news! The more dangerous the opponent, the more glorious the victory!
I forgot how to turn off the red part. I did it earlier off and on, but I do not remember how it is.
Abomination! Inquisitor, the swarm is no more. The Crimson Wanderer has fulfilled its sacred duty. The area has been cleared. The machine spirit of my knight will need some soothing psalms after all this taint. You are free to proceed to the ancient shrine you seek, Inquisitor.
Inquisitor, may I remind you that you have only gained temporary respite by eliminating the synapse creature. The Tyranids are still unorganized, but soon another organism will replace the original synapse creature.
I have no time to lose. I must locate that Eldari shrine immediately. Crystal, which has survived an exterminatus. A remarkable technological anomaly.
You are closing in on the shrine. The architectural components of the nearby ruins are consistent with our records on spiritual Aldari structures.
I'm convinced that it has become the lair of something much more materialistic.
Bioscanners indicate the approach of psi-active organisms, probably inbound from the adjacent zone.
I'm expecting a significant increase in their coordination and resistance levels.
The last act in this grand tragedy will soon unfold, human. Are you willing to take the stage?
I must warn you that to manipulate an inquisitor is not the brightest idea, Eldar.
Always so furious. So short-sighted. I am not your weak-willed subordinate.
Insolence. You have clearly betrayed me.
This stone once absorbed the soul of a seer, the greatest pathfinder in the Garden of Ever-Changing Roads. I need it. We need it to walk the seventh path. This is the first curio of fate I need.
Are you willing to cooperate?
On one condition.
What would that be?
You really, really need to survive your next battle. I've promised you answers, human. So, you will have your answers.
Did you leave me here on purpose?
I might have manipulated you to help me take the spirit stone from this scorched pit of despair our planet has become. Yes.
Did you lie about everything? The prophecy, the Alpha Prior?
I cannot lie. My role forbids it. Your Inquisitor brother knows that. That's why you were sent here. Clever, clever Mercer. I weave my words too carefully for lies.
Enough of this. Do you know the answer to my question or not?
There is a place deep within the maze that spreads between the real space and the warp. And in the heart of that living, twisting labyrinth lies the Black Library.
You are stalling again. I'm losing patience with you, Eldar.
The library is a repository of forbidden knowledge. A vast collection of books still unwritten or lost forever. And I stole the prophecy from its darkest vaults.
You had it the entire time.
I told you I didn't lie. Take the prophecy. It is yours.
This ranks as a highly improbable scenario, yet with the optimal outcome. What do you make of this ancient prophecy, Marcos?
The tech priest considers it pure Xenox nonsense. My opinion is more nuanced, but I can't see any practical use for it either.
You are being too harsh. The prophecy alludes to certain facts that we know are valid.
You are willing, then, to accept the existence of a million-year-old artifact, created by a race long extinct, that somehow had knowledge of the birth of beings like her?
Uther's research was based on ancient fabricators' technology. The existence of the Alpha Pariah could easily be the result of this prophecy. In that case, the Pariah needs the artifact to control her powers and fulfill her true potential. Otherwise, she presents a grave danger to everyone.
Do you have a destination for me?
I must find an unknown artifact created by a long-extinct race. The chances are minuscule. I have scoured the available inquisitorial archives and classified data troves. Nothing.
I might be of some help. Luckily, we have an acquaintance who knows his way around the system.
Who would that be?
A rogue trader captain who once helped out in an investigation related to my family. This captain, one Nathaniel Grexus, made a fortune as a trader in Xenos relics. He abandoned that particular career a while ago, but he must have kept his contacts.
A sound idea. Do you have any information on his whereabouts?
We exchanged messages only recently. He was on his way to the mining world Arcadus.
Then set course for that planet. We must find that Grexus.
Full Auspex lock acquired. Pseudo-kinetic tracking is on.
I'm
And it is being
talking all the same
transmitted
time.
to
I
your
forgot I had
tactical
it muted.
sensorium.
Shut up.
Eliminate negative variables for preferred outcome.
I think most of my guys got heat weapons, so this is gonna be a bitch. Jeez. This one's gonna be a bitch to do. Oh, this is gonna be a bitch. I could just summon more. he just keeps summoning more. I wasn't ready for that one. Can I quit, or I'll have to die? Yeah, it summons too many, I can't get through. They're not even doing, they're not dying unless I'm shooting. If I keep summoning more, I can't tell, but it looks like it's summoning more.
According to my assessments, this will be your last attempt. I advise you to proceed carefully. Unable to reset our personospheric flow. Operation data error. Failure logged.
That's a real nice gun.
The tech priest has sent out several scryer skulls. We have a hit on Grexus.
I require an update on his activities.
May I hazard a guess? Old Nathaniel Grexus must be quite busy with one of his suspicious deals.
This area is a hideout for rebellious deserters. Whatever he is doing here, I will most certainly not approve.
Are you willing to face an army of rebels?
They will have a chance to show penitence. They had a chance to show penitence. Now they have left me no choice.
As a corgi, we got kind of forced to adopt. He hangs out with my brother when he's home, he goes to work. Every time he's going to work, he hangs out with me in bed.
We have the picked feed from the scryer skulls.
You have betrayed me, you filthy rat! First, call me a rat again and I will break your jaw. Secondly, I have no idea what you're talking about. Really? An Imperial agent has landed in the zone. Tell me it was not you. Don't you dare pin this on me, you scoundrel. Snitches like you deserve death. But we can use you as a hostage. Lads, watch this filth while I deal with this mess. You have betrayed me, you...
Great. Old Grexus is being, well, himself again.
I have no time to lose.
Inquisitor. They have fortified their camp with advanced defense systems.
These rebels are surprisingly well equipped for a group of simple deserters. The contacts of Captain Grexus seem to dabble in Prometheum smuggling as well. These rebels have a shadowy benefactor with a moniker, the Savant, that could be an important lead.
Take this, cowards!
These rebels keep dealing in all sorts of dubious activities.
Increasing warp surges tore the sector apart for a very long time, fragmenting the large channel of from separate sectors. Those who will weep for fate will fall into the abyss of foul treachery.
I swear, Inquisitor, this is not what it looks like. A dreadful scam, that's all it is. On the part of these filthy scoundrels, I mean. I'm innocent. I would never collaborate with known traitors.
Calm down, Grexus. This Inquisitor is hunting for someone else. I've told him about you.
My dearest Ragnar, what a joy. Still doing charitable, unpaid work for the Holy Orders, I see.
Terminate this unnecessary social interaction now. The captain is correct. This rescue operation does not concern your person, but your potential as an informant.
I'm always glad to help the Imperium. Even for free, of course.
joined the Underhive to investigate the case of mass disappearances. Talk to me.
Information schematics received from Adeptus Arbites operatives have been analyzed. The abduction cases indicate cult activity. Data coverage is insufficient, but this is the location where most abductees disappeared.
Can you scan the area? Until now, only the Underhivers have been affected, but the abductions are beginning to threaten the stability of the Hive itself. We have no time.
Agreed. Current procedure is inefficient. Deploying Scryer Skull units immediately. Initiating data diagnostic litanies.
I will follow the trails into the Underhive. Contact me when you have something.
Reconnaissance ritual completed. 3 locations identified with the highest likelihood of yielding further intelligence. Praise the Omnissiah. Data agnostics are becoming extremely difficult due to interference, but there is a high probability of harmful devices in your vicinity.
But late. Again.
Activating penitent circuits on the data serfs for their sluggish processing.
into the depths of the Underhive. I must press on.
So tell me, Inquisitor, how can I assist the Imperium today?
I hear that you are an expert on Xenos relics.
Oh, well, I've only dabbled in the fine arts. Unless you want to transport them unnoticed by Imperial authorities, then I am definitely your man.
Let us pretend I didn't hear that. I'm trying to locate a unique Xenos artifact.
In that case, I might know of someone who could be of help. They call him the Savant.
The shadowy figure behind your criminal friends.
Who said anything about friends? I was led to believe that they conduct legitimate business. Or misled, rather. That Savant, on the other hand, is far from a law-abiding citizen. He, or she, is running an operation dealing in black-market Xenos art in the subsector.
Where could I find this Savant?
I have no idea. But I can lead you to the base of those despicable gentlemen you have just obliterated. Righteously, of course. They are business partners now.
I hope that your assumption is correct, and I will find information about the Savant's whereabouts there. This must be the lair of the cult.
Foul, lying heretics. Their blight must be undone. Purge them all.
Dozens must have been sacrificed in this slaughterhouse. Life in the Underhive can get worse, it seems.
Inquisitor, numerically, a few hundred deaths have no impact on the functionality of the Hive.
Very reassuring. Anything else to report?
Definitely. Augury units sense peculiar energy traces from a cortex circuit. Inquisitor, there is a dysfunctional initiate of the Adeptus Mechanicus among the bodies.
First the servo skulls, now this. Tech Priest, I want a full analysis and report once I am back on the ship. Strange. This data slate entry is decades old, and the monolith was inactive back then. I'm sure the Tech Priest would be thrilled to see that it has become quite active since then. Tech Priest. I couldn't help but notice that the Tech Priest I found at the monolith was a member of a requisitional expedition, just like you. They conducted research here, and now the monolith is stirring. Makes me wonder why these expeditions are always connected to heretical activities. Care to explain?
As you request. Full disclosure is the most logical solution at this point. Everything else hinders efficiency. The Adeptus Mechanicus, much like the Inquisition, includes many factions. The requisitional expeditions served as a cover for the secret operations of our factions.
Elaborate, Tech Priest.
We are the Xenorite, specializing in research into archaeotech and Xenos relics in the Caligari sector.
Are you confessing to Tech heresy?
Negative, Inquisitor. Several Forge worlds provide discreet support to us. 67.8% of the local Xenorites serve Inquisitors, mostly the ones you call radicals.
Should I find this reassuring? It doesn't mean it is not heresy, only that it could be widespread heresy.
Logical conclusion. Communion with the Cortex records revealed a hexamathic code with the coordinates of the Xenorite base under the Hive. Investigating the location could provide useful data.
Or a meeting with some more wretched cultists.
Alright, I do need to get going for a little bit and try to fix something to eat. Thank you for coming and watch for a little bit. I really do appreciate it. I'll try to stream early tomorrow because I know I gotta try to be up at the DMV like at 8, probably before 8. Yeah, I'll probably try to stream a little bit earlier than tomorrow. I got the day off tomorrow because I'm trying to get that fucking car shit done. Thanks again for coming to watch for a little bit. I really do appreciate it.